Courage is contagious. Now, there's a couple of other people that are speaking out. I just told you about Dave Chappelle and the NBA player from the Boston Celtics, but there is somebody else that has spoken up and actually in defense of what's his name?
Cantor,
the Boston Celtics player, and it's Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather, in case you don't know, he is Mayweather. He is one of the greatest fighters of all time, boxers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, I'm way out of my field right now. What?
He's never been beaten. He's 50-0.
Really? Never been beaten?
Yep.
Anyway, he is stepping out to defend a few people. Boston Celtics. Also, is it Kyrie Irving?
Irving, yeah.
Yeah, of the Brooklyn Nets.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about him.
He has decided he doesn't want to get the vaccine. And so initially they said, well, then you can't play in the arena in Brooklyn. Then they decided, nor can you play on the road with us. So he's apparently going to sit at home while his team plays the basketball season. And he's going to lose, at least he's going to lose all the money that he would have made at home. And I think they're debating whether or not they're going to pay him for the road games, even though he can't play in them. So if that's the case, he'll lose about $34 million.
Holy cow. Here's what Mayweather said.
America is the land of the free. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and supposedly freedom to choose. Never be controlled by money. I respect you for having some integrity and being your own man. A free mind makes its own choices. An enslaved mind follows the crowd. Stand for something or fall for anything. One man can lead a revolution to stand up and fight for what's right. One choice, one word, one action can change the world. It's crazy how people hate you for being a leader. I hope your actions encourage many others to stand up and say enough is enough. Respect to you, Kyrie.
How fantastic is that?
That's great.
It is.
It's great.
It is happening. It is happening. One of the reasons why it's happening is because if you followed the program for a long time, you know about the pendulum effect. We are approaching the zenith of the pendulum effect. I think it happens, next year or the year after is the zenith of the pendulum effect, where we are all the way as far as we can go. Historically speaking, we swing, the entire world does, from a we to a me. We are now at the zenith of the we. The zenith of the me the last time was with Ronald Reagan, and that's where you got the greed of Wall Street, and everybody was the strong individualist. We are now at the zenith of the we. That is going to swing back, and it's going to start coming back. And as it does, you're going to see more and more people stand up. We are out of step right now, but great leaders are always out of step. So you're going to face the hostility of the crowd. But that's what makes men and women into what later generations say are heroes. But they're not anything different. When it swings back to the to the me, they'll be saying the same things. Stand for something or fall for everything. You've got to stand for what you believe. It is about the individual, never the collective. It's just those few people that are out of step with this herd mentality. Be one of those people. Be one of them. If you aren't willing to stand up and speak the words that you truly feel, who are you? What do you have? You are not. Speak the words that you truly feel, not the words of one who kneels. That is the choice that we face right now. Is the record going to show in the end that you stood up and said the things you truly feel because you live in a country that currently celebrates life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? What that means is I get to say what I truly feel. I do not have to kneel before a king or a mob. I can be Dave Chappelle and say the things that I do, and in his case, for comedic purposes. In my case or your case, because it's true. We have the freedom to choose. And I will not be controlled by money. I will tell you that I have made a lot of money, but I have also spent a lot of money on the Blaze. My entire savings for my retirement was spent on the Blaze. I am now just beginning to rebuild that because it was very expensive and lost money for a long time, and I paid everybody's salary. I don't want to lose my job now because I won't be able to keep up my lifestyle, but I am not afraid of that. I have been poor before, and I'm perfectly willing to be poor again. I don't want to be. Believe me, my children don't want to be. But money is not the boss of me. My job is not the boss of me. I will lead for my own family. And believe me, our children are watching us right now. I don't know if my actions will inspire anyone else. I hope, but I don't know. And quite honestly, that's not why I do it. I stand up and say enough is enough, and I will not go with the crowd. I will not be bullied into things. I will not give up the things that I truly believe, that all men are created equal, not equal outcomes. We are born equal. I will not give up the fact that racism is racism, and anti-racism uses racism to defeat racism, which makes no sense whatsoever. I will say these things so my children hear and see. I will stand in uncomfortable places in hopes that my children will do the same when it comes to their turn.